back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, so right now it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. The price of Bitcoin is $107,160. We're starting off here with the weekly time frame. This candle looks pretty good right now. The green engulfing candle, we have 3 days and 8 hours before it closes. The 21-day moving average is at 95k, let's call it. We're kind of far away. We're about $12,000 away from it. We have bearish divergence on the weekly here, and the stochastics are pointing down. They're toppy. So right now I do have this in a flag that takes us sideways here. Can still fill it out a little bit more, and it will take us up to about 135k. So far it looks good. I'm just not liking this bearish divergence and the fact that these stochastics here are a little bit toppy. We head over to the 3-day chart. It closes today, this candle, in about 7 hours. The stochastics are rounding out, they're getting low. The RSI is pointing up. We are above the 21-day moving average, which is at 103,542. So as long as we could close like this, it's going to be pretty bullish. As you can see, we're inside the flag perfectly here. We're actually starting to break out of it a little bit. Now on the 2-day chart, we have this W pattern here on the stochastics. We're on the way up, so that's looking good to me, and we are above the 21 moving average. We have a day and 8 hours before it closes. Right now we're getting like an indecisive red, so let's see how this ends up closing out. If we could close above the 21-day moving average, then that makes it bullish. Now on the daily chart, the stochastics are getting up here already rather quickly. I was telling you guys, I feel like maybe we're going to get to about 109,110 and probably get some resistance there, and then probably fall down to catch some type of support level, maybe like around 104, 103 again, 105. We are above the 21 moving average so far, so let's see what ends up happening. But I don't really think that we're going to make it to like 120 or 130 in this move. Hopefully we could stay above the 21 moving average. Now something that I am liking here is, if we zoom in, this 100 moving average, which is this blue line, is finally crossing the 200 moving average. So soon we're going to be having all the moving averages in order: the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. And that to me is going to be a bullish sign. Now something that I'm looking at, if we do drop down, is that this is a possible inverted head and shoulder, where this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and possibly we'll start making the right shoulder here even if we do dip. It's still too early to tell, but this is something that I am seeing that could be happening in the future. Hopefully, let's see what ends up happening. Now on the 22-hour chart, we are getting toppy. We are above the 21, but as you can see, we're already getting like a red indecisive candle. We have 5 hours before this closes. As long as we can stay above the 21, I do remain a little bit bullish, but we have to be careful with these stochastics. This could definitely drop us down like we did here. Head over to the 10-hour chart. The stochastics here are already getting toppy. We're starting to roll over here on the candles. The 21 moving average is at 104,000. We're kind of far away, so we do have this 100-day moving average, this blue line, as a support level, which is at 105,827. So hopefully that could block us before we go down to the 21. On the 8-hour chart, stochastics are toppy here. As you can see, we are starting to roll over. The 21 moving average is at 104,428. On the 4-hour chart, we finally started coming down from the top of the stochastics here. We were dragging here for a while, and I was saying eventually we're going to have to fall down. So we're halfway there. We still have more room. The good thing is that we were kind of going in this upslope and then sideways. The 21 moving average is about to cross the 200. They're both at about the same price, around 105,850, 860, around there. So right now they're crossing. If the 21-day moving average could cross this 200 moving average, and then price does not fall below the 21, that's going to be a good bullish sign that we could continue going up here. Now on the 1-hour chart, the stochastics have been riding the bottom here for a while. We're up here. Kind of looks like it wants to roll over. Wow, I just noticed we did lose a 21 moving average here. Right now we're getting saved by the 50 moving average. I do have this in a flag, and this would break us out to about 110k 500, and so far we lost a 21. So as long as we could hold this 50 moving average, that's going to be bullish. But if we start losing these averages, especially if we lose this 200 moving average at 104,380, then that's going to start getting bearish, because then that means that we're losing the 21 and the 200 here on the 4-hour. Right now I'm bullish because we're above the 21 and the 200 on the 4-hour, but you guys already know, once you lose this, I become a bear once again. So we do definitely have to check out what's happening in this 1 hour, and hopefully we just continue going sideways and then come up. The stochastics are low, but like I said, they're rolling over, so we do have to be careful. Now the 15-minute chart, stochastics, we're on the way up. We're looking to roll over. We have been having support here on the 200 moving average, and right now we're above the 21. So overall, guys, I'm still neutral to a little bit bullish on Bitcoin. As long as we stay above 103k, I remain bullish. But if we lose this 21 and this 200 moving average for a long time again, then I have to become bearish. So right now I could see us taking this flag all the way to 110. And if you guys remember yesterday, I told you guys it might be a good time to take advantage and take profits, because this could roll over. So if you guys did take profits on this trade yesterday, congratulations. Again, you don't have to wait for the whole measured move. Sometimes you never know what might happen. I still think that we might make it up here, but if not, we do have to hold this support level. All right, guys, that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the move. Catch you on the next chart.